Our patrons seem to love the MeLCat system. I think that when they come and ask us a question, they're looking for material, we look in the catalog, it's unavailable, say it's a series, or we just couldn't possibly keep every item of the series, they wore out, something happened. I think they love the fact that we can say, you know, we can get this for you, it'll be about a week.
The Michigan eLibrary, or MEL, is a collaborative statewide project developed by the State Library of Michigan. Every library in the state participates. Those located in K-12 schools, public libraries, community colleges and universities, and the many special libraries for hospitals, the judiciary, corporations, even prisons. MEL is an everywhere, anytime virtual library for Michigan residents. It is filled with rich online research tools for students and faculty, small business, job seekers, and more, all with a simple library card or driver's license. The MEL databases go far beyond what is available with Google or other search engines. Tests and tutorials for advanced placement and GED. Police, fire, and health field certification study aids. Important research data for the entrepreneur or small businessman. The very future of information in a knowledge-based economy is through this kind of approach. In a very real sense, MEL centralizes information in order to decentralize it, making every library's books, magazines, CDs and DVDs, and data available to any user statewide.
We're there for the people who are making career changes and moving into lifelong learning. The information available through both of these services helps these people greatly. We're there for the students in K-12 and help of their assignments, their homework, with charter school teachers and with homeschooling parents and with the private schools. Most often they do not have a librarian or a collection in their schools. And so they are coming to us both with their classes in bus loads, with the parents transporting students in cars, with teachers coming after school as they're trying to prepare things so that we can show for them what is available on the Michigan eLibrary so that they can either access it through our own computers or from their own home.
Success in a knowledge-based society in all sectors, economic, social, educational, is based on information. Access to information is a cornerstone in economic development, workforce development, education, and government. The Michigan eLibrary is a central force in getting the right information to the right people at the right time in order to foster success both at the institutional and personal levels.
What I believe is that libraries need to be part of a future economic development strategy. The term that we've adopted is economic gardening, and I love the metaphor of economic gardening because I think it speaks to almost the opposite of traditional economic development strategy of going out and bringing new investment back to our communities, sort of a hunting strategy. Economic gardening really focuses back on what it takes to grow an economy from the inside and how to help companies grow.
We provide two kinds of services directly to small businesses in the community. One is we provide two kinds of market research workshops, how to compile a competitor profile for your small business, how to compile a client profile for your business. And we also offered individual consultations on one basis with small business people.
We've done a project with the Michigan Library Association, and we had a USDA grant, for example. We worked in 2 communities, and very specifically with 24 different companies in those communities. These were growing companies, so sort of not startup companies, but companies poised to grow. We worked with them specifically to do some customized research, some market intelligence, and then delivered that product to them, and then months later went back and surveyed them on how they found that to be useful or not. And many of them believed it was absolutely breakthrough. And I think the key to this is that large companies have access to very sophisticated databases and very sophisticated research, and small companies do not. And the question is, how do we harness that and make it available as an economic development strategy?
We serve all kinds of questions coming in. I mean, ranging from the very basic, how do I set up a small business in a vending machine in airports, to how do I set up a small business in nanotechnology.
Funding for MEL is from the State Library of Michigan through the Federal Library Services and Technology Act, LSTA. The current funding level is at $5 million. The amount of federal LSTA dollars is directly tied to the amount of library funding through state appropriations.
If the statewide resource sharing and online resources provided by MEL are a priority, and with their statewide reach, their collaborative efficiencies, the economy of scale, and equalized outcomes for residents all over the state, they must be a priority, not just for the state, but also for the local libraries of all types, and particularly of the public libraries and the library cooperatives.
The Michigan eLibrary is an outstanding example of efficiency and cost effectiveness. It is estimated that the sharing of resources among state libraries saves $72 million per year in monies that would be spent if libraries were to individually buy access to these resources. And these resources are used day in and day out by thousands of citizens in all walks of life. 1,211,000 unique users in fiscal 2009. 113 million full-text downloads. And these numbers are viral in nature, increasing at rates like 33% annually. These are statistics that truly impact our state's future.
I want to go back to economic gardening because I think being part of a state strategy for economic development would be quite a value proposition. That is, we believe that entrepreneurship and small business is the savior of the state, and that doing it intentionally, doing it strategically, is the only way we're going to get the state turned around. And frankly, we see you as a big part of that.